Welcome back. It's the Kovacs Report news show with my good friend, Jimmy X.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Jimmy. It's been an interesting week in comics, has it not?
Yeah. There was a few good ones and some others.
And
But
a
yeah,
few bad ones. Yeah, as per usual, right?
trying to be
Um,
tactful.
yeah, well, we're going to look at some news. Let's see some good ones in the news here. So, Marvel have
Hell yeah.
announced the Heir
Yeah.
of Apocalypse leads the Marvel Universe into the Age of Revelation. They've dug
So
something up, haven't they?
so yeah. I mean, once again, you were completely right. It is an event, and I thought it would just be in the main titles, but no, they're going full Age of Apocalypse style on this.
Why? I
Uh,
don't know. Should we read it
I
and
don't
find
know.
out what's going on?
I don't. I mean, without knowing the creative teams, you don't really know how it's going to play out. I mean, the fact that Jed McKay is the architect, I don't know. It could go either way. It could go
It
either
could
way.
go. It could go either way, right? Let's see what Marvel have to say about themselves. Every so often, a pivotal moment occurs that radically transforms the Marvel Universe, diverting its destiny towards strange timelines and dark future. This October, in honor of the 30th anniversary of one of the great stories of those aforementioned sagas, Age of Apocalypse, behold the Age of Revelation, a startling new X-Men event that sees the world reborn in the image of their heir to the apocalypse, Doug Ramsey, aka Revelation. So, Age of Revelation takes current X-Men storytelling 10 years into the future. After being welcomed onto Cyclops' X-Men with open arms, Revelation sets out on the impossible task that Apocalypse entrusted him with, creating a world where only the fittest survived. With his linguistic mutant power amplified to an astonishing new level, Doug commands Earth itself with his voice, reshaping it as a utopian haven for mutant kind. It's a mutant homeland built on an insidious lie spreading across the planet and wiping out humanity until it becomes a mutant homeworld. So basically,
Yeah,
it's Krakoa on crack. It's crack
this
Koa.
this is a new look for Doug because he was always such a shy,
Wait, wait,
quiet
wait.
lad.
Come back one. It's crack Koa.
It is totally is Krakoa,
Thanks.
actually. Yeah,
I feel better now. Well, listen, there's a
but
zero issue coming.
yeah, with Humberto Ramos art.
Yes, we do love Humberto Ramos.
So yeah, that's a big plus in my book. Loved him since Out There.
So, did you know, Jim, that this week comic book retailers, have had a shadow comic book delivered called Age
I
of
have heard.
Revelation Zero? That's what you're looking
I
at
have
now.
heard this. I bet
Yes,
my comic book retailers haven't had any comics
probably not, because
delivered
we're
at
in the
all.
UK, and due to all the
Bless
diamond
them.
shenanigans, it's getting a little bit difficult, right? So, I want to look at this thing. This is what I
Yeah,
want to look at, right? And we've got a
there's some
couple of articles here.
intriguing stuff in this.
Yeah, this reminds you of what they did a while back in Krakow with Uncanny Spider-Man, where Nightcrawler took over the Spider-Man. So basically, there's lots
Oh
of
yeah.
titles which they're stopping, and they're being
Yeah.
started like this. So we've got Amazing X-Men. So is that something to do with Uncanny Spider-Man? Is Nightcrawler back?
I just hope
Unbreakable X-Men.
I just hope that Gail's writing at least one of them.
Well,
That's what I'm
well, I'm,
hoping.
I'm sure. Well, I'm sure she is. She's sure she is. But listen to
Yeah,
these
yeah,
titles:
yeah.
Binary, Long Shots, Sinisters Six, not Sinister Six, Sinisters
Sinister's
Six.
six.
Right, Undead
Okay.
Pool. I get that one. Omega Kids, Cloak and Dagger, Expatriate X-Men. What?
Yeah.
I mean, what's going on there?
There's a lot to digest in
There's
this.
more. Iron and Frost. That's Iron Man, Emma Frost. Radioactive Spider-Man. Isn't he radioactive already anyway?
I mean, that's what the
X-Vengers.
song tells us, doesn't it?
It does. X-Vengers. So Avengers, but the X-Men being the sort of dominant number in there. I don't know. The Last Wolverine. Laura Kinney, Sabretooth. I hope Erica Schultz isn't right in that. Rogue Storm and X-Men Book of Revelation. So what we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 16 new titles.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And I don't think there's that many X books at the moment, regular monthly. I think there's about 5 or 6.
Well, they've
Is
just
that about
cancelled a
right?
bunch, but there's still quite a few, and there's
Yeah.
quite a few that still need to be cancelled. I dipped my
There's
toes back into Laura Kenny today just to see if it had got any better. It's diabolical. I'm not even going to hold back. It's
Oh,
awful.
that's fair enough. No, no.
Mm.
Iron and Frost. Is that Iron Man and Emma
Emma
Frost?
Frost. That's what I'm assuming.
That That could be cool. I mean, considering, I mean, if there's a good writer on it, obviously.
Yeah, well, that's the trick, isn't it? So we see what else they say. On being the architect behind the latest X-Men milestone, McKay said, enter the Age of Revelation. I'm extremely excited to be at the center of this event. We're traveling to the alien future of the Age of Revelation, where the stories unfolding in the Revelation territories and beyond will decide whether this is the dawn of a new world or the end of one. We've been exploring a whole world, and it's been really exciting to see other creators make corners of their own. So I'm guessing the books are going to jump 10 years in the future, right?
Yeah. Also, are these one shots or is this going to carry on?
Doesn't say, dude. It honestly doesn't
Because
say.
I remember the original Age of Apocalypse, and they shut down the main. They cancelled all the main X titles and started loads of new ones, and that was weird.
Yeah.
I don't know how people will react to that.
I'm not
if
sure.
That's the case. No,
I'm just a bit worried about it all. I mean,
I don't know.
Marvel have lost the ability to do good events, I think, really, for a number of years.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I enjoyed the prelude thing that was in X-Men last week.
No. I'm not talking about the future event. I'm talking about the past events. And if you mentioned Vampocalypse, that wasn't a good event, was it? No,
I wouldn't dream of that, Angelo. I wouldn't dream.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's intriguing. But it's going to be one of those things where they do this thing, it's in the future, it all reverts back to where it was, and we spend, 12 months in this weird miasma limbo of nothing really lasting. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, there were elements of Age of Apocalypse that dripped into the mainstream continuity. But yeah, no, you're not wrong.
So, October.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Well, I guess we have to wait and see. Every day's Christmas Eve, as Empire like to say.
It is. So it looks like there's two sort of, I think actually looking at this, there seems to be one event, but there's two parts to it. There's X years from today and the Age of Revelation, right?
Okay.
I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, or is that the whole title? I'm not sure, to be honest.
Honestly, don't know. I mean, we just have to wait for the solicitations and see, I guess.
Yeah, we'll get those in a couple of weeks, I guess, in the next previews catalogs. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, looks cool. I mean, the art looks nice, isn't it? You know, Ryan Stegman there on the cover.
I mean, let's hope Humberto Ramos draws most of it. That'll be great.
Yeah, I think it'll obviously be in the interiors, right? Yeah, so hopefully I'm going to try and pick this up and find out what's what. Wolverine's looking mighty ornery there with his little metal mask on.
It's a weird idea. Only the strongest mutants survive and humanity's over. I mean...
So basically what they're doing is they're reversing the coin, aren't they? Whereas the humans have been destroying all the mutants over the years, and they're gonna flip it, you know? So yeah. Mm-hmm. Have you noticed what looks to be Magneto? It looks like he's got some purple wings there for a cloak, or has he got purple wings?
Yeah, okay. No, I haven't really spent a lot of time looking at this image until now.
No, and this looks like a Hulk, except Beast, a Beast Hulk, maybe.
Maybe
Hulk Beast.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? Let's jump onto something a little bit.
Let's just hope it's some great storytelling with some great creators.
Well, I've been doing that for the last 20 years, Jim, and it hasn't helped. Let's jump into something a bit more fun.
Come on, man. This is meant to be the positive show.
G.I. Joe. I know you're a big fan of G.I. Joe. So, for people who don't know, right, Cold Slither. It's called G.I. Joe Cold Slither. Before I show you this, right, Cold Slither is like a fictional heavy metal band in the G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero animated series, right? And it featured...
An episode.
No, it was back in 1985. It was an episode called Cold Slither. And created by Cobra Commander, right, as a scheme to fund Cobra's operations after a G.I. Joe raid nearly bankrupts them, right? The band consists of Zartan and the Dreadnoks, right, which is what Ripper, Buzzer, Torch. Anyway, their music contains subliminal messages designed to brainwash listeners, particularly America's youth, into supporting Cobra's agenda. Anyway, the band's anthem, also called Cold Slither, is a catchy but sinister song with lyrics like, I've wrote these down, we're Cold Slither, you'll be joining us soon, a band of vipers playing our tune. So the Joes, led by Duke and Lady Jane, counter this plot, right, by forming their own band, Average Joe Band. The Average Joes, right, to disrupt Cobra's plan and defeat them all. Anyway, so that's what this is, right? So it was a satirical nod to the 1980s fears about subliminal messages in heavy metal music, which was rife back then. And I guess they thought this would be really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Panic. So now you know what Cold Slither is, what it's got to do with G.I. Joe. Bleeding Cool reported in their San Diego Comic-Con party list, there will be a G.I. Joe Cold Slither concert, an actual concert, a live concert as well. So brick by brick on the Thursday of the show, right? Brick by brick, yeah. In the Joe comics, the cartoons, Cold Slither is a villainous little message packing metal band, right? Anyway, so we've just gone through it. But like, there's a real band that is dressing up, and we got Gus Rios as Zartan, Ross Sewage. Let's talk suitable heavy metal names. Matt Harvey as Ripper and Andy Selway as Buzzer. So there'll be a limited edition show-only gear, including exclusive T-shirts, posters, LPs, CDs, collectible pins. Yeah, so there'll be a concert. Merchandising. Yeah, but check out the covers. They're full-on 80s metal. Look at that. That's the poster for the event. And then we've got the comic, because there's a comic too.
Well, we're covering a comic book news show, aren't we? So it had to be a comic. That's
Yeah. Look at that. It's got White Snake literally all over it.
80s heaven. Right there.
Check these out.
If you've not heard Cold Slither, I can only describe them.
I have heard it, Jim.
No, I'm just saying to people who are watching.
Oh, to the viewers, right?
They pretty much sound like Spinal Tap, fronted by Eric Idle.
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
You can imagine such a thing.
Oh boy. Anyway, there is a comic book, as you can see, with all the covers we've just been through. Let's see what it says. It says the catchiest song ever to grace a military-themed toy line has lived in my head rent-free for 40 years. This is Tim Seeley, the writer of the book. So I'm happy to drag it out and write the true story of the scrappy band of miscreants who recorded it. My parents met at a Cold Slither gig back in the 80s. So getting to draw this one shot has been really special for me, said Juan Cabal. So tune up your air guitar, turn off your free will. The greatest band ever reunites to rock and rule the world. Discover the true story, or at least a widely biased version of what happened to Cold Slither through the eyes of the band themselves, who are definitely not the dreadnoughts in eyeliner, promise.
No,
but
definitely not.
But as Cobra is topping the charts and dominating the world, can G.I. Joe stop them before the final encore? Get ready for a comic book so loud, even sonic earplugs won't save you. So there we go.
Yeah, I have to pick this up. This sounds incredible.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun, right? It is. I'm actually going to read it. The art looks all right, actually. It looks very G.I. Joe, obviously. Yeah.
Let's
look at these pages. Anyway, I thought you'd like that. So, talking of covers. So, the popularity of blind bags in comics, we are at the dawning of that age now, right? So we had the Battle Beast blind bags, which absolutely sold through the roof for Image. They did really, really well. And I'll tell you what they did, which was really, really good, Jim. They didn't just do variant covers. No. What they did is they actually paid note to what fans have been asking for, right? So with all the reprints of Invincible, right, you only get the Invincible title and then some of the other stuff. The one of the things you can't get unless you spend like $200-$300 now is the Robert Kirkman penned Marvel Team Up number 14, where Spidey and Invincible they remember that? You remember that issue?
I used to own that book.
So did I. Man. We won't get into how we lost our collections, but either way, they reprinted it on a full cover, and that was one of the books you get in the blind bag. They also did the first appearance of Battle Beast in Invincible.
So cool.
Yeah, as well as variant covers of issue 1, and they did a super advanced full printing of issue 2. Amongst the various covers. So it was really, really well thought out. I thought it was really cool. So for all those people that are trying to complete their Invincible collection, they don't want to spend a ridiculous amount of money, right? You'd be able to find it on eBay like $15 or something like that.
Because I don't even think that Marvel Team Up, when they did the trade paperback, they didn't reprint the Invincible issue, did they?
The thing is, even the trade paperback is going through the roof. Actually, I think it is reprinted next. I think it might be actually. I think it might actually be the cover. I think so. I can't remember, but it's crazy. Anyway, back to these blind bags.
Yeah.
Titled "Blind as a Bat." All right,
because it is DC.
Batman #1 4 variant. So it does sound pretty cool. To commemorate the upcoming publication of the new Batman by Matt Fraction and Jorge Jimenez, DC Comics has stolen the idea of blind bag variant from Skybound's Battle Beast, daubing them blind as a bat editions, featuring foil variant covers at $10. Each Batman blind bag will include one foil variant cover version of Batman 1, selected at random. And there's a big list. We got, like I say, Jorge Jimenez, Andy Kubert, David Aja, Frank Quitely, one of my favorites, Gabriel Dorotto, J. Scott Campbell, Jim Lee, Julian Totino Tedesco, Mark Silvestri, and Art Gem, Stanley Art Gem Lau, as well as other Jim Lee and Jorge.
That is an array of excellent artists, isn't it? I mean, wow.
Yes, yes. They are really cool.
I was just wondering the other day what David Aja, I haven't seen him do much.
No, I've not seen him for a little while. There was something we saw. I don't know what it was. But let's check these covers out, Jim. I guess this is the regular cover. This is the #1, the normal cover. So there'll be foil variants of these as well. I'm sure.
That's great.
We've got, they're pretty cool, man. I mean, look at them. Look at that. That's got to be Gabriel Dorotto, right? Well, hands down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love his work. That's going to probably be a foil cover. Well, or a virgin variant, I guess. We've got this one by Andy Kubert. Frank Quitely. When you see a Frank Quitely piece, you know it's Frank Quitely, right?
You know it's Frank,
he doesn't even need to sign his name. I love that cover. I think it's so cool. I've loved his work since day one. There we go. So they're looking pretty cool, right?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, anyone who picked up a blind bag would be lucky to get one of these. That would be awesome.
They will. And I tell you what, these 1 in 500 and 1 in 1,000 chase ratio variants are going to be worth an absolute fortune.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Yeah. Okay, let's read a bit more about it because it's pretty cool. Launching on September the 3rd, 2025, Batman 1 marks only 4th renumbering in the series' 85-year history. It's sometimes you forget Batman's been going 85 years, same as Superman, right? But also the 3rd in the last 14 years. The new Batman #1 will introduce a new Batmobile, a new blue and grey costume, and new characters. So that sounds rad to me. I can't wait. There is that. That's the wraparound cover, by the way. It's a DC Showcase wraparound variant by Art Gem.
Beautiful.
And that will retail at $25. Wow. And they're also doing the giant size versions now. Have you seen those? The giant size versions? Yeah, they've done it for a few books now where you've got your regular comic size, right? And now they're doing like actually giant size books, like those Treasury editions you used to get from years ago. Yeah. Pretty cool. Well, we're on board with this book, aren't we, my man? We are going to be lapping this up.
Batman issue 1.
Yeah.
I can't come soon enough.
No, a few months to wait. September the 3rd.
I know.
Yes. Right, moving on. Okay, sad news here. This year and last seems to have claimed quite a lot of legends from the comic book world, and Peter David is the latest to have passed away. So there's obviously going to be tributes across the internet and people speaking out. It's really sad. I mean, his Hulk run was great, right? Wasn't it? Aquaman.
For me, his X Factor was some of the best X book I've ever read. Spider-Man 2099 as well, just phenomenal stuff.
It is sad.
Yeah, I read so much Peter David stuff. I couldn't when I read that he passed away. I couldn't quite believe it. You know, it's
well, he was 68, which isn't that old at all. Like my partner's father's 68. You know, it's like the thing is, we're at that age now, Jim, where these creators. This is what happens, right? So it's like we followed these creators for 20, 30 years. So it's like you don't think that they're old. You remember them as you kind of saw them like a pop star, right? I mean, you look at Ozzy Osbourne now, guy. The guy looks awful, but like when you think of Ozzy, right, you think of that man biting bats off the, heads off the. It's nuts. We're at that time, mate. You lose a lot more. So there's some heartfelt. What would you call them? Heartfelt tributes from Jim Lee, Todd Nowick, and Martin Eagleland and Jim Califari. I think it was, and it is sad. It's very sad to hear. So I just wanted to spend a moment to just show some of this cool stuff he did. Like it says here. Say again?
I said phenomenal body of work over the years, Peter David.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, this tribute will be appearing in DC Comics. I'm sure Marvel will do their own. I'm glad that Marvel honor creators who pass, actually. So there we have it. We'll move on from this one. Now, this segues perfectly into Hulk.
Yes.
So not only Age of Apocalypse is returning, Jim. Planet Hulk's returning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you excited?
Yes, because I absolutely love Planet Hulk. I had every issue when it came out. I followed it religiously. It was
Has it really been 20
awesome.
years though, Jim?
Yes, it has really been 20 years, Angelo.
Because as people probably realize, I'm a graphic designer by trade, but I have
I mean,
segues
our opinion is all
sometimes
the
to,
best.
yeah,
Our opinion is all the best runs happened 20 years ago.
I'm starting to feel that. But
You
this
know.
was a time where on the side I had my comic book store, right? And I remember this coming out, and that does not feel like 20 years ago. Wow. All right. Let's see what they say.
I think maybe it was just a little bit before you had your
Maybe.
store.
Maybe. I remember some Planet Hulk books coming in.
Because I remember getting every month.
No, I honestly think it has
Right.
been 20 years. It's definitely it
But
is
yeah,
just on the cusp. Yeah. Yeah.
but
So let's have a look.
What Greg Pak did with that original concept was just
Yeah.
absolutely fantastic.
I remember it being exceptionally popular in the store. So Planet Hulk celebrates, like I say, its 20th anniversary with a new one-shot comic from Greg Pak and Carlo Pagliulian. Return to Planet Hulk.
Just a one shot. Okay.
Well, I don't know. It's kicking off with that. Maybe there's more. Let's find out what it says, Jim. Return to Planet Hulk 1 launches in October 25, revisiting the epic world of Sakaar and its gladiator arenas. The story explores Hulk's struggles as both Sakaar's son, savior, and world breaker destroyer on a war-torn planet. So maybe this ties in with Imperial. This special returns fan favorite creators for a new tale set during the mythic original Planet Hulk's run. So actually, it's set within the past times.
Oh, so it's a lost tale. Okay, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, it's like
down
Lost
for that.
Tale.
The original creative team as well.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's reach release lister. It says Gamma irradiated gladiatorial action on Planet Hulk. Green blood will flow and sparks will fly. After escaping the Red King's deadly arena, Hulk faces ferocious monsters and smashes his way through malicious machines and wild robotic terrors in one of his most important battles of survival on the war-torn planet of Sakaar. Two possible destinies are at stake. The Sakaar son, savior of the planet, or the World Breaker, the legendary destroyer. Will his rage only fuel the chaos of this alien world?
Yeah, like I said, really, really strong story from Greg Pak in that.
Yep.
And if anyone hasn't read it, then just imagine the Hulk as John Carter of Mars or Conan the Barbarian on an alien planet.
Definitely
And
Conan, yeah.
Basically what you get. Yeah, it's so cool. So worth checking out if you've not read it. But yeah, looking forward to that one shot.
Yeah. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. I'm probably going to read Planet Hulk from beginning to end because the Hulk wasn't one of my go-to characters, so I kind of skimmed it.
Man, Philip Kennedy Johnson's doing an amazing run. I'm about 16 issues into it. I've been reading it from the start. So cool. He's doing a really horror bent to it. Yeah,
good.
Really,
well, I'm
really
a big horror fan, as you know.
Oh yeah, I know. No, you'd love it, mate.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. There's another fun thing. So Jack Kirby has been honoured as New York renames his birthplace Yancy Street, and I thought this sounds so cool.
I love this.
I love this. The corner of the Lower East Side of New York City, Essex Street and Delancey Street, the birthplace of Fantastic Four creator Jack Kirby, has been renamed today in a civic ceremony as Jack Kirby Way and Yancy Street. Jack Kirby was born and lived on that corner at 147 Essex Street, and he paid tribute to the place he grew up, creating Yancy Street, home to Ben Grimm the Thing. Much of the Thing's life was based on Jack Kirby and is reflected somewhat in the upcoming movie, The Fantastic Four First Steps, and hence the ceremony today attended by members of Jack's, Kirby's family, and the Marvel staffers. That was nice. So Marvel EIC,
That's awesome.
Yeah, CB Sabulski just posted social media saying, honoured to have been a part of this morning's ceremony honouring Jack Kirby by renaming Delancey Street. So Jack Kirby Way and Yancy. Now listen, if ever you're getting some amazing free advertising for your new film coming out, mate. Renaming two streets is going to do it, right? So there it is. There's the unveiling.
And it's got the 4 as well.
It has got the 4 as. Oops, it jumped. Yeah, how cool is that?
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I think that's got to be some family members. There we go. And Marvel staffers. Yeah. Really good. I like that. I think Japan do this all the time, though. All the time.
With manga creators and stuff.
Yeah, manga creators, characters, everything. Streets been renamed, place dedicated. It's incredible and it's amazing because they
Okay.
really celebrate their manga and anime over there. It's like because when we grow up, it was just like a kids thing, but to them, it's cultural, you know. And I think this is a really cool step in the way, in the right direction. Sorry, I loved it. Really happy to hear this.
Yeah, it's beautiful news. Yeah, really, really warms my heart to see that.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. Now, Marvel horror. Talk about horror. We've got
Yeah.
this new book coming out by G. Willow Wilson, Al Ewing, and Chris Condon, with art by Dev Malia
Oh,
Pramanik,
yeah, from Moon Knight. Yeah, great artist.
and Kev Walker,
Fantastic.
who we love. Kev Walker.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
from Union Jack.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, face
Wow,
front
it's
horror
gonna be
fans.
It's going to be visceral.
I hope so.
It's Kev Walker story. Yeah.
Face front horror fans, it's season for ghouls. This is the Halloween thing, right? Goblins and other horrifying haunts. Unfortunately for your favourite heroes and villains, but frightfully fortunate for you readers out there in mighty Marveldom. The Marvel Universe is far from immune to the effects of this time of year. Here's what to look forward to. We've got a terrifying, talented, creative team of Al Ewing and Kev Walker brings you a blood-curdling story starring Blade.
Okay.
Industry powers G. Willow Wilson and your new favourite artist, Dev Malaya Pramanik, realise their own daring vision of the Daywalker. Oh.
Also,
And
two Blade stories.
It
Okay.
looks like it. And you simply cannot afford to miss the final scintillating story in this issue, starring Iron Man from breakout star Chris Condon. What?
Iron Man.
Yeah, it says, what? You thought we were going
Okay.
What? You thought we were going to let the horror characters of the Marvel Universe have all the fun? Well, you were wrong. So there we go. They've done this before, haven't they, actually, with many characters and the Marvel zombies and everything else. So it's...
Okay.
yeah, like you say, it'll be one of those little sort of like extra long, maybe like not giant size, but extra long, 3 short stories. So hopefully they'll be fun. Nice to see Blade make an appearance, actually. So
Yeah.
yeah, I thought we'd
When-
point this one out today. Yeah,
It's got to make an appearance in the comics because the movie will never happen. So.
well, no, that's another story altogether, right, dude? Another story altogether. But we've got a male Silver Surfer here for so there, who knows?
Interesting.
So talking about covers, Jim, J. Scott Campbell, you big J. Scott Campbell fan?
I mean, he's done some nice covers before.
Well, he's doing 28 new covers.
I saw. Yeah, that's nuts.
Now listen, J. Scott Campbell, yeah?
Cheesecake artist extraordinaire.
Yes. This is called the Just Spectacular Collection. JSC, see what they've done there? So basically,
See what they did there.
JSC is creating 28 all new variant covers, each with a trade version of each as part of the new Just Spectacular collection on Marvel Comics titles from August 2025. Why though? What is this for?
To try and make people buy.
There we have it, Jim. Correct answer.
Campbell covers.
Marvel is scared because DC
how
are hammering them, dude.
How disappointed would you be if you picked up a J. Scott Campbell Spider-Man cover and then yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm not going to knock his art, right? He can draw way better than I ever can. But
there you go. I finished. Read the issue.
Yeah, I just it just feels like it's come out of nowhere, and I think Marvel are worried. I think DC really are scooping up with Absolute. It is bringing a lot of new readers and old.
If you were to put J. Scott Campbell on interiors on something on a mini series, that would get my attention.
Yeah, but listen, think about this: putting J. Scott Campbell on one mini series, right, or have him on 28 different books all at the same,
Yeah, money makes the world go around.
Let's have a look, man. We got One Word Under Doom. We got Rogue. I mean, he is the cheesecake king, like you say. We got the all new Venom. So I'm assuming is that Mary Jane, or has that changed since the last time we looked?
That's I don't know.
Spider Gwen.
It's a Venom.
Mary Jane. He draws a mean Mary Jane. I'll give him that.
He does draw.
He really does.
Mary Jane.
He really does. Black Cat.
Seeing some of his covers for Amazing Spider-Man back when Straczynski was writing it. Some of those were really good.
Also, Black Cat. I read something on the internet today, and I wasn't sure if it's true, but I'm actually hoping it is.
Okay.
Is that a certain actress is being cast as Felicia Hardy in the MCU, and it's going to be Sydney Sweeney.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Now, before
Oh,
anyone starts going Sydney Sweeney and says the usual stuff, right? She is a great actress. I first discovered her in Euphoria, which is absolutely harrowing series.
yeah. I'd be lying if I said I've seen Euphoria, but
Right. Well,
no,
I'm telling you what, mate. It is absolutely harrowing. It is probably one of the best TV shows I've ever seen. It's in America. Kids growing up, perils and
yeah.
pitfalls of that. And
No,
honestly, man, it's
Zendaya's, isn't it?
harrowing. It's harrowing. Sometimes you have to pause the damn thing, go away for 20 minutes, and come back. Right? We like me and my partner.
Wow. Okay.
She and I. We'll binge a series, right? But with Euphoria, we had to limit it to one a day, and then take
Oh, man.
a break every couple of days because it's harrowing, but brilliant harrowing. But yeah, I thought I'd throw that in there. I'd love to see
Okay.
Sydney Sweeney as I'm
As
sure it's
Rachel
Sydney
Hardy.
Sweeney.
Yeah,
I
that'd be
can't.
cool.
It
Because
must
she
be.
was in Madam Web, wasn't she, as well? Poor
Yeah. Who did she play in that? It goes to how many people watched it.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh well, I'm sure if I've got that wrong, people, just tell me in the comments. But I'm sure I saw that somewhere. Anyway, so we got Cap here. He's going for sort of more a cross between the old Cap and the new Cap here, right? Well, not the new Cap as in the new version of it, but he's got like the US belt on. So I think this is more of a sort of 60s looking Cap there. I like that. Daredevil.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't like the
that's,
Daredevil one. His face looks weird, dude. What's going on?
kind of throwbacky. Yeah.
Yeah. Magic. I've been advised to try Magic again, actually, because I'd read the first issue wasn't too bad, but I've been advised to give it a go. Mm-hmm.
I've not read Magic.
Yeah. And again, I'm not knocking JSC, right? I mean, he's a very, very talented, successful artist, but I just think his style's not my cup of tea, really.
No, that's fair enough.
No, we're not going to go through all 28 of those covers. So jumping
Felt
on.
like we did.
Yes. It felt like it, did it? All right. So, Bleeding Cool has the weekly bestseller list for the week of July 4th. And can you guess what's number one? July 4th?
It's Captain America issue 1, which was our
Goddamn
book of the week
Captain
last
America.
week, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was Captain America, and well deserved, I think.
How's yeah?
Yeah. Now this is where I get confused. Ultimate Wolverine isn't a great book. I don't know how that. It must have been a poor week for other books for that to be second. And Amazing Spider-Man 7, probably one of the worst issues of the entire run so far, being the third. Being in third place, I don't know what's going on. I honestly, this is what I guarantee. This is what's happening, right? Is people like you and me, or maybe not like you, but definitely like me, who are completionists. Even if it's terrible, they would go buy that book. They'll get it home, backboard it, tape it in the box,
Right?
Because they don't want to break their run. And because that's the only thing I can think of that can explain how this book is in the top three.
That was never me.
No, you followed creators and stories. With me, I was a bit like OCD about it. Then Godzilla versus Thor with Jerry Duggan.
No, that was Jason Aaron. They've got that wrong.
Have they got it wrong?
Yeah. It was really cool. Jason Aaron wrote it. Really good.
Naughty Richard. Come on, Rich, get it sorted. Absolute Green Lantern, which I find quite unreadable. The X-Men Hellfire Vigil, I switched through, right? And it's really funny. You know, I keep saying that all Marvel cares about in the X universe is Kamala Khan. Literally, you turn the page, it's, hi, Kamala! She's welcomed, and everyone is telling Kamala how great she is. Did you read it, Jim?
I enjoyed the X Vigil. I like the pages that Gail wrote and the Outliers visiting Krakoa, and that was fun.
Yeah, I didn't get that far.
It's really nice. Really nice artwork from Luciano Vecchio. Yeah, really cool.
I couldn't get past the forced Kamala stuff. But there we have it. So Bring on the Bad Guys, Green Goblin, I'm really pleased is in the top 10.
So cool.
Yeah,
I did actually read it. So yeah.
Fantastic. And of course, Immortal Thor, that's the final issue of the Immortal, isn't it?
The final issue of the Immortal Thor.
Before we go to the Mortal Thor. Yeah, so it's interesting numbers, man. It's an interesting number. Marvel seems to have had a very good week with only one DC book in the top 10. But overall, if you look at like monthly and yearly and what's going on, DC are killing it.
No image whatsoever.
No, Image get absolutely killed. And it's just when these big Marvel books come out, I mean, I guess books like Invincible would, if Invincible was as big as it is now, books like that would top the charts. You know, Battle Beast did really well.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah.
But saying that, did we look at June's top 50?
Yeah, that was last week.
We did do it. Yeah. Okay, it wasn't May.
Battle Beast was number 1, wasn't it?
All right.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, we have that one must have been May because this is June, and it says
Okay.
yeah. So it is so Absolute Batman #9. Like I say, is rank #1 for June.
Yeah. Okay.
He's absolutely killing it. But the bigger surprise,
That was a great issue, so I'm not surprised.
it wasn't bad at all. Yeah, that was the Bane, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
First
Bane issue.
Ultimate Bane. Yeah.
But how the hell?
Absolute Bane.
Absolute Bane. How the hell is Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion #1? Second place. Because you've read. Have you not read it?
I've read it. Yeah.
Right. So listen. Usually when I do a review on a Dennis Camp or a Cody Ziegler book, right, I'm quite blunt, right, verging on probably impolite sometimes, and I get a lot of hatred for it. But this one, all I got was people going, "Yeah, what is going on here? What is always bad?" Issue 2 came out this week. It was just as bad.
Nice to know. And also, how can you call it Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion without Ultimate Spider-Man in it? I mean, I know technically Miles Morales was Ultimate Spider-Man, but that's
look, it's simple. So what this is, I'll tell you what this is, right? So Dennis Camp has the Ultimates, right, which is like the cornerstone of the whole Ultimates line. So
yeah, so
obviously, yeah, there's more than that. So obviously, he gets to write this incursion story. This incursion story essentially is going to be the story that brings all of those titles into the same point in time, right?
Right.
And they've called it Ultimate Spider-Man because Jonathan Hickman's book flies off the roof and people are going to assume Jonathan Hickman has something to do with it. So there's the first 2 reasons. Number 3, Miles Morales is in it because, Cody Ziegler writes Miles Morales. He is in it. But really, there's no point because each issue is actually essentially Ultimate Spider-Man or Ultimate Miles Morales. This issue is basically Ultimate Black Panther. Next week, I think they're going to see the X-Men. So each of these issues is going to go around the 5 titles, right?
It's a whistle-stop tour of the Ultimate Universe.
To bring them all together and put them into whatever's happening next. And that's what I think. That's what I think's happening. But again, no idea. Imperial #1 should have blown that out of the water. I don't understand why it's for. I guess when it comes out, what time it comes out in the month though, right? Because let's say Incursion comes out the beginning of the month. There's 4 weeks of people buying it and reordering it, and if Imperial comes out in the last week, so I'm not sure. But anyway, the usual suspects are there: Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Wolverine. Ultimate Spider-Man should be way higher, and Captain America has really snuck in at 10th place.
Oh wow! Okay.
Pretty impressive, right? Pretty impressive. Yeah. Good. Anyway, those are the numbers, and that's the news for today. So what we're going to do next, we're going to take a look at some books of the week. Hi, Gail. I know you're watching.
You better believe this is a book of the week.
I hope you're blushing because we're going to say really nice things about you again. So, listen, first off, Jimmy.
It's your own fault. You keep writing amazing comic books. I mean, if you didn't, we wouldn't say nice things. We don't.
So about this, usually I'm not a fan of those little sort of one-shot little stories, which are a little bit this, little bit this.
I don't know if this was just a one-shot though.
No,
I think it was.
No, not. Let me re-explain it. It's almost it's broken from this sort of. It's been running for a couple of arcs, right? And you've got this long story rolling through those 2 arcs. There's been all sorts of stuff. This is almost like X-Men get a day off to go to the movies, right? So it's kind of
taking a breather, right?
Yeah, it's taking you out of that main storyline, introducing new storylines. Right? And usually those books are kind of throwawayable. But I read this, and I actually read it twice, and it really blew me away.
Was awesome.
Yeah, because it's such a parallel commentary of what's going on in the real world as well, and I loved it. I loved it more than I thought I would. Yeah.
Murder Me Mutina. There it is on the cover.
But I want to watch the otter film.
Yes.
That would be cool, right? That lobster just looks badass.
That needs to be a thing. Death Dream's fast becoming one of my favorite characters in X-Men as well.
Death Dream. So Halturo's the one with the black bubbles, isn't it?
Halturo is Death Dream.
Yeah. He's Death Dream. Yeah. I do like him. That scene, right? If you've not read the book, go read the book. Read the review. That scene where the book
says hi.
Holy shit! Because you the trope is, there's like the undesirables, quote unquote, are at a diner, and then the jocks come in and bully them, right? And he just so
and
nonchalantly.
You've
Seen it a million times. I thought, oh, here we go. But she flipped it way up over my head when he says because he can speak to the dead, Hoturo, right? And the bully walks up and he says something nasty, and he says, your dad says hello, and he goes, what you on about, you freak? My dad's dead. He goes, I know, I just spoke to him. And then his father comes out through him, and I was like, holy shit, that would be so that was like traumatic. I was like, oh God, Gail, you got me. You've got me.
I've said it before and I've said it again. This is the best Marvel teen team since the Runaways. Love
Absolutely, the Outliers. I'm really, really enjoying them. Actually, I said weeks ago or months ago that I prefer like the classic team because maybe I'm a little bit old fashioned in that sense. But this team, Gail Simone, is making me really care about them, really, really love them. So great book.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. So there is a slasher movie about mutants, about a mutant serial killer, and the X-Men are losing it, worried about the Outliers. Mm-hmm. The Outliers have already gone to see it.
As teens do. It was a fantastic book, absolutely fantastic. But if you want to know more about it, go read it or go watch my review because we're going to just
watch Angelo's review.
Yeah, that's definitely right. I need the views. So, also to say, Luciano Vecchio did a great job of the art. So
because
let's not leave him out.
Now.
Yeah, really, really cool.
Yeah,
so I've not read this, Jim. I'm really sorry. So this was one of your books of the week, right?
Yeah, I mean Daniel Warren Johnson and Jorge Corona, Mike Spicer. They've hit their stride here. Here we go. As I said last month, Megatron's Revenge Tour is in full swing. He's already decimated Astro Train. He's used. I didn't realize this when I was a kid, but apparently when Megatron transforms into his gun mode, and whoever picks him up, he takes over their will and forces them to do his bidding. So Optimus Prime tried desperately to get away from Megatron, and the aerial bots transformed to Superion, and Starscream used Megatron to blow Superion's arm off, and that means Slingshot is dead.
Blimey.
Absolutely dead.
Oh, it's Game of Thrones, but with robots.
Yeah, Daniel Warren Johnson's playing fast and loose. And I expect Kurtman to carry on this tradition because, he's...
Well, you've only got, 2 issues left, Jim?
Yeah, that's right. 2 more issues of Daniel Warren Johnson. Also on Cybertron, Daniel Warren Johnson's original creation, Shredhead, that is the amalgamation of Cliffjumper's Lost Clan plus human friend Carly's van, all rolled into one, and it's become like the strongest Transformer. And they've been turning the tide on the war on Cybertron. Cliffjumper's messed it all up by sending Shredhead back to Earth. And,
oh dear!
Yeah, he's not gone down well with Transformer leader Elita 1 on Cybertron. She's put this traitor in chains.
Yeah, I like Elita. She looks cool. I promise you, Jim, I will catch up with Transformers by next week, and we can talk about it.
Definitely.
Okay, so we're not doing reviews, Jim, just so you know. We're just talking about why we love it. All right, yes, we'll be a long time if I let you talk about Transformers. We need 2 shows. So, moving on. Talking about Gail Simone and good artists on the Uncanny X-Men, David Marquez, Eisner Award-winning artist, had his own book out from Image, The UnChosen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. I know you weren't sure. Not sure about it. But I mean,
I reread it and it made a lot more sense the second time.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
So yeah, I enjoyed your review of it as well, which everyone should go and watch.
Thank you very much. Good plug there, Jim. Thank you. That's why you're co-host. So I thought this was fun. It was a great, cracking first issue. A lot of setup in there. I immediately liked all the characters. Art, as you can expect, was beautiful because it's David Marquez, and it's kind of like I would say like Harry Potter crossed with Terminator, crossed with something else magical, right, or fantasy based, but also high tech. It is a mix of all these things with this young girl set in the middle, and I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it, and I didn't honestly. Again, a lot of these books I think I'm not going to enjoy, I still read, and I end up enjoying it. I thought it was cracking. So I'm looking forward to issue 2, and I hope it's successful for David Marquez because he's a great artist. Yeah, exactly. I think we're going to talk about the big one for me now. My book,
yeah,
my
me,
book
me
of
too.
the week, Wild Animals. Now, Mad Cave, right, are hit and miss. I love Mad Cave. I've spoken to some of the guys at Mad
This
Cave
is true.
before, right, and that they're hit and miss. But this
But
is
when
a
they
hit.
hit,
Wow, that's it. When they hit like mugshots, stuff like that, it
you
really,
feel it.
really, really is. Yeah. So it's Ed Brisson and Andy Kuhn. This is harrowing as well. This book. Long
Yeah,
story short, it's basically
dark, dark, dark.
dark. Fuck me. Excuse my French, but wow, it is dark. Basically, it's this kid is his dad was a cop who was murdered. His mum's dying of cancer. He's in a dead end job. He's your basic 3, 4, 5 times loser, and there's the events of what happened in this book push him across the line into essentially what is a revenge plot. It's like, is it Michael Keaton? Not Michael Keaton. It Falling Down. You know the movie Falling Down?
Oh yeah, yeah. Michael
Yeah,
Douglas,
it's all
yeah.
about. Sorry.
Michael
Yeah,
Douglas.
Michael Douglas. It's basically Michael Douglas as a teenager falling down, and it is so well done. The art is lovely, has a gentle 100 bullets vibe to it with the art and the
Yes.
coloring, and it's brilliant. The dialogue is great. I mean, I was feeling for this guy all the way through, and I was
Oh, you
rooting at
feel
the
so
end.
sorry for
Yeah,
him, man. It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
pushed
Don't give
so
anything
far.
away. Don't give anything away.
Everything just escalates so badly.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And again, it's one of those books where I thought, you know what? I've made so many videos this week and last week. I know I've worked full time. I thought I read it at 2 a.m. actually. I just literally finished doing some work because I work from home. And I was like, I'm going to read this book. I'm going to read this book. And I'm so glad I did. Honestly, book of the week. It's a
Yeah.
contender for book of the month up there with, we're taking everyone down with us and some of the other stuff. So good.
So good. It's up there with
So good.
Criminal. It's
Yeah,
up there with Criminal 100 Bullets mugshots for some of the best crime fiction I've ever read.
absolutely.
Ed Brisson has been knocking out at the park on Thundercats Lost as well. Really, really strong writer. Makes me want to maybe check out his Silverhawks. I haven't read it yet, but
Well, you do like your old 80s, 90s TV properties, right?
yeah. But Ed Brisson, really strong writer, absolutely blew me away out of the gate. Loved it. Recommended. Watch Angelo's review. He'll go through it.
Honestly, man, I love this book. I'm going to say it again. If you like darker, grittier stuff, revenge plots, get on this book right now because you will regret it. You will regret it. I think this is going to be big.
Next issue can't come soon.
No, it cannot. It cannot. And in this day and age where there are so many books being published, right? And that's the problem now. We have so many being published that a lot of good stuff gets drowned out. So I want to shout about this book as much as I can because it's just exceptionally good. So yes, thank you to the creative team on that one.
Well done, well done, That Cave.
That brings us to the question. So that's my book of the month. Oh, not month, sorry, take that back. My book of the week. We haven't got that far yet. What was your book of the week, Jim? Was it Wild Animals or Uncanny?
Are we not just doing 3? We're just picking one out of the 3 now.
Well, that's the book of the month. What's your out of these books of the week? Sorry, what is the supreme book of the week? Let's call it.
The supreme book of the week for me was Uncanny X-Men. Absolutely loved it.
Amazing. I loved it. I loved it too.
More of that.
But Wild Animals got me.
I heard the Lobster does musical numbers.
Yeah.
Quote of the year.
Yeah. So you got to read it to know what's going on there, but it was hilarious. But Wild Animals just by a nose pulled me in. But I do like this type of dark, grittier stuff. It's very much my sort of go-to stuff. So amazing. That's it for this week. A few news articles, find out what books we read. It's a little bit of fun. If you have any cool news that's coming out, let us know. I didn't say it at the beginning of the video, but don't forget to like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel, helps it grow. And keeps Jim busy on a Friday for an hour. So there we go. Say goodbye, Jim.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Take care.
Thanks again.